Hello, I'm Stuart Lane. My role at Morehouse School and College is Principal Integrative Child and Adolescent Psychotherapist and Senior Mental Health Lead. It was around space and confidentiality and privacy for the work around wellbeing. We have psychotherapy, counselling and therapeutic play and emotional literacy support sessions for young people. So we needed a place that was a bit separate to the main building, so noise could be created, any kind of expression of emotional experience. So we really needed a separate but safe building with space, with light, with windows you could see in, because of course you have to protect for safeguarding reasons as well. For me, why we chose these particular buildings was to have two separate rooms in each cabin, in each building, and a place in the middle, in between if you like, for storage and another workstation as well. I think it adds to this bit of being able to walk out of the school building to come for support. It's separate, so it isn't so enmeshed within the school environment. Although it is, you actually have to walk out to it, and then you can leave the emotion here if you like, and then walk back into lessons or other support sessions that they have. So we have every day there are sessions going on in here, whether that's psychotherapy, counselling or therapeutic play or an emotional literacy support. So we have a range of students on our caseload, so every week at certain times students will come to whoever they're working with in the team in each individual room. So we use it in that way. We have drop-in support, so over break times and lunch times, because we're now out around in the playground and in the wider area within the school, they can come and access any support that they need in the more informal, unstructured times as well. It means there's more space in the actual building, and more space in the actual building that's kind of contained, as in for teaching and education, for speech and language therapy and occupational therapy. Those rooms are now really specific over there, so it kind of creates a separateness, and it needs to in that way in terms of mental health and well-being, but we are still connected. So staff also can use these spaces. We have staff drop-ins that staff can again come from the building, come and think about a student that they're working with and have a think about strategies and support that's helpful for that student, and kind of then physically moving back into the school. It creates much more containment from our point of view, emotionally and of course physically. We were looking at others, sort of like TPs, how do we use these marvellous grounds that we have, but actually what we looked at in terms of Johnson's cabins was their adaptability, because we've added like air conditioning, heating, they're well made, they're very secure buildings in terms of their structure as well, and the windows, all of the fittings and everything like that is fit for purpose for what we need. So we have this kind of element for me of it's got to be solid and structured and last. It's got to be able to last. So that's what we kind of looked at in terms of Johnson's. For us as a team, it's more cohesive as a team, because we've got a dedicated space now with the two cabins that we have. They're private, they're separate as well, so students can feel a sense of privacy and confidentiality in the sessions that they have. And on a wider element, again, like all the factors I was saying about before, staff can leave and come and use this space. So it's much more of a defined space for mental health and well-being, rather in different rooms across the school environment. Yeah, so the first cabin that we had was more around child and adolescent psychotherapy. So we have psychotherapy within the team, so we're providing that in this first cabin that we had. The second cabin, because of the role of counsellors and therapeutic play, it's more defined in that area. But what we're doing as a team is using our room booking, so when we have sessions, any of the rooms can be used for any role within the team, so it's a really helpful provision in that respect. What would I say to a school? I think it's really important in terms of a wellbeing space to have a defined area for that as well. This element of well-being running throughout the organisation, of course, is vital, and students still see us all around in the school. Yet having a designated, defined space can provide a real sense of belonging for a student and identity in terms of coming to the building, being able to express how they feel, then physically leaving the space adds to that sense of transition for them as they're moving then into a lesson or a different kind of expectation of them in their learning and school environment. Clarified the role, comfortable and contained. All 3 C's, there you go.
Dale Whitford, I'm the Estates Manager at Moorhouse School and College. I think the key thing for us was your ability to do the whole build, so to do the design and the build as well, and also the fact that you were sort of so good at fitting in with our sort of very specific needs and making sure that all the work was completed during the school holidays. The speed was the key part, because obviously the school holiday windows are so small, so to be able to achieve the whole build in that period was key, and the health and safety information provided was exactly what we needed, so that was perfect.
And would you say Johnson's achieved that in the time that you were happy with the time and everything?
Oh yeah, 100%. We've had 2 from you now, and we're looking at a 3rd one, so yeah, very happy with that. Yeah, the information throughout was really clear, exactly what you needed, but also sort of that fitted in with what we needed, and the whole process was smooth and worked exactly to the timescale that we'd sort of hoped for. I mean, from my point of view, from an estate's point of view, it's always in use. We can never get in there to do what we need to do, so that probably sort of points to the fact that it is well used, yeah. I think the benefit has been that it's been used for wellbeing, so it's allowed the wellbeing to move out of the school building, so that I think that's had a massive positive impact on the students, and also it's freed up space elsewhere in the school, which is a positive for us as well. Oh yeah, 100%, and the fact that we're sort of now looking at our 3rd one probably points to that quite clearly.